The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now Locke on the bootleg. He'll find Lindsey here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Phillip Lindsay.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Faking to give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
Locke's going to throw. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Denver.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Lindsey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them. Now a play fake, and here's Locke.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the interception, Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it's going to be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A second down throw for Mayfield. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross. That time. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield with it once more. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. They run, Devontae Freeman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
With Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 20. Shotgun snap to Lock. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
3rd down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Mayfield to throw it. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier
gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Freeman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
made at the 36.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. We'll drop this one down to Freeman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man is Ross, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
made at the 16-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Let's put that team on it. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, Broncos 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Clock now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
36-yard line.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
It's now 3rd down.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Denver.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Freeman again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now. It's Freeman, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Jaguars.
That gain of 9 buys deals them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Kill.
On first down, Freeman. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Devontae Freeman, the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
35's the mic. Alert, 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 alert.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hurry.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 23. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to come back to you. Hurry. Hey, Mike 40. Come on. You better bring.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
brings up 4th and 1.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 31-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Off the bootleg. Lock. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw it is Lock. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
An 8-yard.
The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across midfield.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On play action, Lock. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Broncos.
Here we go. Set. 90.
Throwing on 1st down is Lock. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. give this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56. Right there.
Now Locke on the bootleg. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Mayfield shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.